Carolina and Company Live is sponsored by the businesses, organizations, and groups featured in this program. The views and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect that of WPDE ABC 15, WWMB CW21, or its employees.
You're watching Carolina and Company Live. Your source for fun, entertainment, and events. With your hosts, Cecil Chandler and Amanda Sellers. If it's happening in the area, it's on Carolina and Company Live.
And hello, everybody. Welcome to Carolina and Company Live. It's a Tuesday. We got a great show lined up, a lot of fun stuff. But I do want to remind you of one thing before we get started. This is the day you need to go to vote. No difference if you're Republican, Democrat, or whatever. Please vote, because it will make a difference. Most of the people I know, they'll say, oh, I don't like this, I don't like that. And then I'll say, well, who'd you vote for? Oh, I didn't vote. Don't forget, go out and vote today. You got till 7 o'clock tonight. All right, let's find out what's happening with the weather. Then we'll be back with a great show.
All right, good point there, Cecil. Hey, our dew points are sitting in the 60s and 70s right now, with temperatures in those low 80s across the region. Combine these dew points, it feels like a summer day out there, not elections Tuesday here. Absolutely insane with the type of warmth we are seeing this time of the year. However, we do have a pretty strong cold front now entering portions of upstate South Carolina. In fact, this cold front has weakened, but the cold air behind it is still intact. So while this line continues to roll closer and closer towards that I-20 corridor, out through Columbia, the 2026 interchange, and then eventually back through the 95-20 junction in Florence and Darlington counties, this line may not produce severe weather, but it's most certainly going to bring us much cooler air on the other side. Let's run through our high-resolution futurecast. A couple of pop-up showers and storms, again, with our dew points this high, daytime heating, and a little bit of sunlight. You can see just some of these like popcorn storms, we like to call them, around the 2 to 4 o'clock hour. Some of them could be strong, but the severe threat extremely low. The Storm Prediction Center has reduced the threat from what we thought would occur simply because the cold front is much slower than previously anticipated, so the upper level low actually pulled away. That upper level low provided the dynamics for severe weather. Since the cold front slowed down, we've lost the dynamics, not expected to see much of a severe threat anymore. Again, maybe one or two of these could put down some heavy downpours, some lightning, but again, not really expecting a severe threat as much as maybe a strong storm here and there. Temperatures in the 70s through 5 o'clock. Now, here comes the actual cold front, believe it or not. It's swinging through around 10 p.m., and we will finally clear out those clouds completely with clear skies. After that, temperatures falling into the 50s. Daytime highs today, 79 to 82 tends to be around the average. 83 in Conway, 81 in Whiteville, 79 in North Myrtle, 82 down there in Georgetown as well as Manning. 7-day forecast showing that the rain chances will continue on our Wednesday, our Thursday, and our Friday. They'll be off and on. Overall, the better chances will be at the beach than inland. We'll also see much drier, much colder air come in this weekend, with highs only around 60 degrees, overnight lows falling into the 30s. Right now, we're in those 50s.
And welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. All right, before we get started, let's talk a little bit about today. Today is Tuesday, November 5th, and this is Get Out and Vote Day. And it's also time to start your Christmas shopping. Can you believe that? Birthdays today, let's check it out. 1960, Tilda Swinton. Now, she's 59 years old. This is an Academy Award winner for Best Supporting Actress in the film Michael Clayton. Also, she was in Doctor Strange and Trainwreck. 1963, Tatum O'Neal. She's 55 years old. Academy Award winner, of course, Paper Moon, a long time ago. Other movies, Bad News Bears and Little Darlings. All right, 1964, Famke Janssen, 54 years old, is in X-Men franchise in the movie Golden Eye and also in the movie Taken. All right, today in history, let's go way back to 1965. The Rolling Stones, Strange Loves, and Fontella Bass appeared on a show on TV called Shindig, where they featured all this rock and roll music. 1975, the Sex Pistols made their live debut at St. Martin's College in London. All right, from Know It All Department, where you learn something every day. All right, listen up. You ready? A study at Oxford University suggests when you fall in love, you lose your best friend. Or you lose a close friend, I'm sorry. So that must mean the girl you fall in love with, it might have been her boyfriend, so you lose that. I don't know. But you lose a good friend, it says, when you fall in love. That's from the Know It All Department today. We got a great show lined up. When we come back, the Humane Society's here, and we're going to find out Pet of the Day. We'll be right back. And welcome back. Every Tuesday, the Grand Strand Humane Society is here with Pet of the Day. And Amy's here with us now. And Amy, who do we have today?
We have Eve. She's about 4 years old. She is very excited to be here, as you can tell. She can't find a comfortable position. But she's actually pretty new to us. She hasn't been with us too long. She came in as a stray. She probably had some babies at some point, you know.
Yeah.
Say hi.
Pretty dog, yeah.
She's really excited.
How's she with kids and all? Kids been around her and all?
She's actually really sweet.
Yeah.
She likes kind of more like active playtime,
Yeah.
but she is heartworm positive, so we're kind of working on treating her at the shelter. She's got about 6 months to go, but we try to keep her as calm as possible. But she's ready to go all the time. As you can tell, she just can't hold still.
All right, now she's not ready for adoption yet.
She is actually.
She is?
Yeah.
Okay.
So when an animal's heartworm positive, they can still be adopted out.
Right.
We just have them come back for treatments. It's no extra charge. It's included in the adoption fee. They still deserve good homes. They just kind of going through a period where they need to get treated. So.
All right, now if somebody wants to come in and adopt Eve, how long does it take them to do this?
It can be a same-day process. You come in, you fill out an app, talk to one of our adoption counselors, and then they'll just make sure she's the right fit, and she can go home. She'll come back to get spayed after all of her treatments are over.
All right, now what y'all got coming up, Amy? Y'all got anything coming up?
So we do have a lot coming up. We have Sparks Toyota this weekend. On Saturday, we're going to be out for an adoption event. And then we're really right now just focusing a lot on adoptions. We had half-price adoptions this last weekend, but we are full. The hurricane, it's still kind of coming in full force. So we have every single space is full. You know, we're trying to get everybody out as soon as possible.
How many, do you know how many animals you have in dogs and cats right now?
I don't know off the top of my head.
Yeah.
It's probably around 100 dogs and probably around 150 cats, I would say.
So there's a lot to choose from when you come in and look.
Yeah, a lot.
at the
Kittens,
pets.
older cats, puppies, full-grown dogs, you know, whatever you want. We have 2 bunnies.
2 bunnies?
Yeah, they live in our
that's pretty
lobby.
good.
They're a lot of fun.
All right, now, what do you need right now? People can bring you anything, right? Money or whatever?
Yep, absolutely. We're still, what mostly we need is like non-clumping cat litter, cat food, kind of food and stuff for the animals.
Thanks, Amy.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Eve, thanks for being on the show with us.
Okay, thank you.
All right, we got more coming up. Stay with us. We'll be right back. And welcome back to Carolina Company Live. All right, coming up November 24th, we're talking about the Florence 7 benefit ride, benefiting all the people that were killed and injured in that shootout in Florence. And we've got Wayne Howard with us from Florence County Sheriff's Department, and Tony Baird. He's the one that's helping it all put together from Raceway Grill out near the racetrack. If you've ever eaten there, you did try it. All right, Wayne, let's talk a little bit about this and how all this came about.
Yeah, well, right after the incident, we lost 2 good officers in Florence, and there was 5 other people actually wounded that day. And I got with Tony and Toby and Ben, and Toby's Bellamy Kitchen. The other guy runs a tattoo place, and we got together and they invited me to come aboard to help get this thing moving. And I brought him today so he can tell you about all the stuff that they go do to let's raise some money for these police officers.
Yeah, it's a motorcycle ride event. It ends up at the Darlington Raceway, and it starts off at, what does it start off at, Tony?
It's going to start off at Blackjack Harley Davidson in Florence.
Right there on TV Road.
Right on TV Road, their new
Yeah.
location. They'll have events there going from 11 o'clock till 2, somewhere around 2:30 or so. We're going to pull out from there and head toward the Darlington Raceway. We got a little ride we're going to take to kind of memorialize the folks that lost their life that day. Hoping to get the public to come out and help support it.
So the public's invited to come out also, and the ride itself, what does it cost you like to ride? What do you?
We got a $20 donation for the event. That includes the motorcycle ride, and it also includes the events that's going on at the racetrack, where we're going to have live music there, and we're going to have a Carolina football game also being shown at the racetrack at that time. Even at the event site at Blackjack Harley Davidson, they got several events there also, but it's a $20 donation.
All right, now the racetrack, they got the lights on for you, so y'all got to be there a while. How long?
Yeah, we're going to be there until the end of the football game. Depends on the starting time for the Carolina game. We don't know if it's 3:30 or 7 yet, but they agreed to turn the infield lights on for us and stuff, and they've been tremendous help from the racetrack.
Now, people want to take part in this. What can they do? Call Blackjack? Or
they can contact Blackjack Harley Davidson, or if they want to contact me at the Raceway Grill,
yeah.
I mean, that'd be fine.
And do that, or the Sheriff's Department. Wayne Howard will be glad to take care of it. Y'all expecting a big turnout, I'm sure, I hope.
We expect about 4,000. If we can get that many people come and everybody brings some money so we can help these people out, because they've got all kind of expenses.
They got it. Thanks a lot, Wayne. All right, check it out. It's coming up November 24th. You find out about the ride, help benefit the 7 people that were injured and killed over in Darlington, that shootout. Thanks a lot. We got a lot more coming up. We'll be right back. And welcome back. All right, I've got Eric and Justin with us now. We're talking about Shine On, something that's coming up on November 8th. And first off, we could talk to Eric a little bit to find out what Shine On, what is that all about?
Well, Shine On event is something that we decided to do last year and try to make it annually, that people can come out to the different events across the state and remember their loved ones, because the holidays are a time that people remember, their loved ones the most.
So, right now, who's putting all this on? Who does all that?
Hospice Care of South Carolina.
Puts all this on, right?
Yes, sir.
This is going to be, where are some of them in this area now? Where are some of them going to be?
Well, the one I'm a part of is going to be at the Pearl Friar Topiary Gardens in Bishopville in Lee County. And Justin, he's here in Horry County.
All right, Justin, tell us about the one where it's going to be in Horry County.
Yeah, all of Horry County is going to be at Garden City Pier.
Yeah.
And we're going to be right below the pier on the beach side. So we invite everyone, to come out and visit with us or visit us on the website.
All right, now what do they have to do ahead of time? Just anything, just show up, or do they need to go online to register, or just come out?
Well, they can go to www.hospicecare.net to register, or they can register the day of the event at around 5:45, and they get a bag with luminaries, and they put the loved one's name on it, and they will also have an opportunity to talk about that loved one if they would like.
All right, now what was it? Give them the website again.
It's www.hospicecare.net.
Hospicecare.net. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So this is pretty good. So y'all going to start doing this once a year, it looks like now,
Yes,
annually.
sir. Yes, sir, annually, and it's free to the public.
And this is something you got to think about it, because holidays do make you remember loved ones that you've lost. I mean, no matter how you've lost them from cancer or anything, you think about them. So this is a good idea. How'd y'all come up with this?
Well, basically, November is National Hospice and Palliative Care Month. And to speaking on personal experience myself, I just lost my grandmother in May, and her birthday is actually this Thanksgiving. On November 22nd, and this gives us the opportunity not only to do something special on that day, but for the Shine On event.
Right on, Shine On. All right, that's pretty good. All right, Justin, you can be involved in this next year too, I hope.
Absolutely, and every year after.
Oh, that's good. Thank you guys for coming out. Anybody wanting to know more about it, you can go to, tell them again, the website.
www.hospicecare.net.
And they'll tell you all about it. Okay. Now,
Yes,
how long
sir.
you been with hospice? Okay.
With this company, about 2 years, going on 2 years.
2 years?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Just
I'm with this company about 4 months.
about 4 months. You're new to it. Where are you from originally?
Ainer, South Carolina.
Ainer, right down the road.
Yes, sir.
Let me ask you a question. A lot of my friends from Ainer have trucks. Do you have a pickup truck?
I do.
I knew it. I don't know why that happens in Ainer. Eric, you from where? Tell them originally.
Cade, South Carolina, graduate of King Street Senior High.
That's it. That's it. Thanks so much, guys.
Thank
We
you,
appreciate
Cecil.
it. All right, check it out. November 8th, Garden City Pier, and the other one's in Bishopville.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. All right, we got more coming up. Stay with us. We'll be right back. And welcome back, everybody. All right, Carolina and Company Live. It's a Tuesday, and Amanda's a little bit under the weather. Hopefully, she'll be back tomorrow. All right, the 56th annual, listen to this, Kiwanis of Robinson Lumberton Pancake Festival is coming up November 9th and 10th. Now, 56 years, these guys have been raising money through the pancake supper and breakfast for a long time. It's good to have you on the show, Tim.
It's good to be with you. Thank you.
Yeah, now tell us a little bit about, how all this came about 56 years ago.
The Kiwanis of Robinson, 56 years ago, built a collection of equipment to cook pancakes and cook sausage. It's really pretty amazing. A gentleman who owned a refrigeration company, Eddie Smith, built cookers for pancakes and for sausage. And since then, we've been using those cookers, and they still store them for us from year to year, so that we just show up at the Bill Sapp Center and everything is set up for us, ready to cook sausage and pancakes.
56 years still using that same equipment that was built.
Yes.
That is amazing. That is amazing. All right, now the funds from this, what does the funds go to?
The funds go to support a grant program that Kiwanis of Robinson Lumberton do specifically for children's programs and activities. For instance, proceeds one year, one of the grants went to purchase a kinesthetic classroom at Carroll Middle School, and that especially benefits children who have attention problems, and it's actually a bicycle that's under the desk. So while they're working, they're pedaling, and it really has proven to help them concentrate on what they're doing on paper while they're moving their feet under the desk.
That's neat. What are y'all looking at for this year? Do you know what your project's going to be this year?
We do a grant cycle, which began November 1st, and we accept grant requests from November 1st to November 30th.
Oh, and then y'all decide.
And then the 1st of December, we decide which programs we can fund.
All right, now when you're looking at this pancake, this is a big deal. Y'all been doing it for so long. A lot of people turn out for it. What kind of money do y'all raise for these events?
We would like to raise $14,000.
Yeah.
And that's a very attainable goal. If we have the numbers we're expecting, that should be not a problem.
Well, that looks like it's going to be a pretty good weekend, so you ought to get that number out. Now, what do you cook, sausage or pancake?
I cook sausage.
You the sausage man?
I am the sausage.
So you've been doing this how long now?
This is my 4th year.
4th year?
Yes.
It's a lot of fun. It is. I've been to
to
several of the breakfasts. I did them on Saturday morning. I used to take my kid when we were living over in Darlington and go to Florence and do it. It's just a neat thing to do.
It is. It's a lot of fun.
Well, I wish y'all a lot of luck. 9th and 10th at the Bill Sapp Recreation Center in Lumberton, right?
Correct.
All right. It's Friday and then Saturday morning.
Correct.
Tim, thanks for making the trip down, buddy.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. Thank you. All right, we got more coming up. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
It's funny, it's crazy, and you never know what Cecil or Amanda are going to say or do.
Hollywood!
It's Carolina and Company live weekdays on ABC 15. A fun show that makes you laugh and makes you feel good about where you live. If you just moved to the area, Carolina and Company Live is the show you need to watch. You'll find out about everything going on along the Grand Strand, PD, and Border Belt. Check it out weekdays at noon on WPDE ABC 15.
I've been doing television for 45 years, and I've done a lot of different things, but let me tell you, I really love doing Carolina and Company Live. Every day it's something different. We're talking about things in the PD area, we're talking about the Grand Strand, and we're talking about North Carolina. And I've worked with a lot of people over the years, but working with Amanda is great. We really click together. If I can start talking and saying something, she'll finish it up. That's how good we work together. How much longer am I going to be working? Well, I hope Amanda and I are working together for a long time doing Carolina and Company Live.
What do you look for when you want something entertaining, informative, and lots of fun? Carolina and Company Live with Cecil Chandler and Amanda Sellers. This show keeps you informed of everything happening along the Grand Strand, PD, and Border Belt. Tired of watching the same old every day? Why not tune in to Carolina and Company Live? A show that's just plain fun.
Hollywood!
Weekdays at noon on WPDE ABC 15.
And welcome back. We had a great time today. Thank you so much for watching. And don't forget, tell a friend if they've just moved in the area to watch this show. And they'll find out everything that's going on in the Carolinas and along the Grand Strand. We thank you so much for being here today. And don't forget, I'm leaving here. I'm going to vote in just a few minutes. I'll be on my way to vote. And I hope you'll vote. And all the indications indicate it's a huge turnout. So no matter who you vote for, just make sure you take time to do that. We'll see you tomorrow. Another great show, a lot of fun. And if you want to know what's going on, you got to watch this show. Hopefully Amanda will be back tomorrow. She's a little under the weather. Thanks so much for being with us. Have a great day, everybody. Don't forget to vote.
Carolina and Company Live is sponsored by the businesses, organizations, and groups featured in this program. The views and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect that of WPDE ABC 15, WWMB CW 21, or its employees.